Hello! Today I'd like to give you a little tour of one of my very favorite camps in Kruger National Park, Tamboti. I absolutely adore this camp and I always try and sneak in a few nights here on all of my Kruger visits. Come on, let's go have a look. Check-in to Tamboti is at Orpin Camp, about 2 kilometers away. The staff here are some of the most friendly and helpful in the park, and I always look forward to seeing them again. And don't forget to check the sightings board before you head over to camp. Tamboti is a bush camp and all self-catering, so make sure you bring all of your food with you. But if it turns out you've forgotten anything, you can probably find it at the well-stocked open shop. A little ice cream and I think we are ready to go. Let's get to camp. And here we are at tent number 9. Each tent has its own assigned parking spot. Then you have a little walkway leading to each tent, which can be a little scary the first couple of times when you walk it in the dark, so don't forget to bring your torch. Tamboti is the only all-tented camp in Kruger, with 30 tents having shared kitchens and ablutions and 10 so-called luxury tents with their own facilities. I always get the ones with shared as they are a lot cheaper, and I have really grown to love my late night walks to the loot. So here we are. Let me show you the inside. This one is a 2-bedded tent, but there are also 4-bedded units, which are basically the same, just a little bit bigger. As you may suspect, the tents don't have air conditioning, but there is a fan, and I have been pretty comfortable staying here at any time of the year. There is, however, electricity, and it is a good idea to bring a multi-plug if you want to charge several devices at a time. As you can see, the tents are pretty basic, but this is just fine for me, and it's really all I need. There is even a closet with a safe inside. There is a fridge and a cage out here on the deck, and I always bring 2 small locks to secure everything. More about that a little later. All of the tents have a wooden deck with a view over the usually dry riverbed. In fact, I have never seen water in the river here. Some views can be partially obstructed by trees, but this one is pretty nice. My absolute favorite view is from tent number 20, but unfortunately I couldn't get that one this time, so this was my second choice. Next, I want to show you the kitchen and ablutions. They are both pretty close to tent number 9, so this one would be a good one to pick if you don't want to have a long walk. I think one of the best things about a shared kitchen is that they can be a really good place to chat to other campers about what they've seen in the area. This microwave here is a bit of a luxury, as most camps don't have these, and to let you in on a little secret, I love to make a plate of nachos for a bit of indulgence when I'm here. There are also several hot plates and sinks to use, so you should never have to wait to use the kitchen. There's even boiling water all ready to go so that you can prepare a quick coffee before you head out on a drive in the morning. Now let's go over and have a look at the ablutions. I hope no one's in here, as that could be a little weird. So let's see. We have one stall with a bathtub for the kids, and there are 2 shower stalls which always have very good water pressure. The staff at this camp are really attentive, and the bathrooms are always kept sparkling clean. And most importantly, there is never a shortage of TP. Let's go have a little walk around the camp now. Tamboti is a fenced camp, so you can feel pretty safe walking around. I say pretty safe as the camp gate is open during the day, so just always be attentive, and at night make sure you carry your torch. Walking around the camp exploring is something you have to do while at Tamboti. There's always something to see here. I just heard a little rustle in the bush over here. Let's go have a look. It's a little female bushbuck. Isn't she sweet? With that said, I've had a couple of good scares at night from these guys while walking to the loo. I heard some movement in the bush, and the first thing I thought of was leopard. But luckily, they were only some little bushbuck. Birding is absolutely fantastic in this camp. There is a bird hide in camp, but I have always had a lot more luck just wandering around. It's really windy, so I haven't had much luck today with the birds. Oh, well, there goes one. And here's the view from the hide with just a small water hole. Since I didn't get any great bird photos in camp this trip, here are some of my favorites from my visit last October. You can also do a walk all along the camp fence. It can be a bit overgrown in parts, so make sure to wear proper shoes. Well, let's head back to the tent now and see what's going on over there. So we can see the resident hyena has already started fence patrol for the evening, so I guess that means I should start getting settled in for the evening as well. See you in a few. Finally, it's time for a cold one. I have made myself a little Aperol spritz, and I'm ready to kick back and wait for my evening visitors. The night sounds are just fantastic here. Have a listen. To go with my Aperol spritz, I'm trying this herbivore or vegan biltong. It's actually pretty good. I'd get it again. I just heard a noise off the side of the deck, and look who we have here, a little Jeanette. He doesn't know yet this is a vegetarian tent. I'm exhausted after a long day, so I'm going to turn in now. If you hear a commotion in the night, don't worry. It's just Honey Badger on his garbage bin rounds. See you in the morning. Good morning. I have had a peaceful night's sleep, but as you can see, there are already some activities starting around the tent. It seems to be a good time for me to tell you about the unfortunate baboon and vervet monkey situation in this camp. Many camps have a primate problem, but here in Tamboti, it has gotten to the point where they will come up to you and steal food right out of your hands. Now, this is due to people having previously fed the animals, and I cannot stress enough to never, ever feed them. Doing so causes them to lose their fear of humans, and this can become very dangerous and even result in the animal being put down. And make sure all your garbage is out of reach as well. So please just be careful, especially if you have little kids with you, and you should be just fine. This is new to me. This is the first time I have seen mongoose here. It seems they are teaming up with the baboons in hopes of scoring some leftovers. As I mentioned, the vervets are also a problem. Remember I said to bring locks for the food cage? Yeah, this is why. Luckily, all my food was already put away because, as you can see, they will come right up on the deck even with me sitting right here. They scare me more than the baboons. Get! There's nothing. On that note, I think it's time to wrap up this video. I hope you have enjoyed this little tour of Tamboti, and if you've never been here before, I hope you get to visit sometime soon. And if you have been here already, I hope it brings back some good memories of this camp. Thank you, Tamboti, for another great stay. I'm sure I'll see you again soon. Safe travels, everyone.